morning, good afternoon, good evening. You remember a month ago, over a month ago now, Chamisa announced that he was back. This is a video clip from that announcement.
Members of the press corps, fellow citizens, I come to you at such a critical moment in the history of our country, possibly after 2 years, having left the dance floor, hoping that somebody else would occupy that dance floor. But I see there's none who has chosen to occupy the dance floor, and the dance floor is vacant. And I've seen it fit that I'm back on the floor to dance for my nation, to dance for the citizens, and to dance for the future. Our nation faces a pivotal moment and a critical juncture in the history of our country. The promise of independence has not yet translated into that rapid, accelerated transformation that we hope to see.
I'll stop it there. Well, it is true that the nation expectations have not been fulfilled. The nation had gone through the armed struggle, fighting for what everybody or most people believed was for freedom, human rights, and human dignity. And 46 years down the line, millions of our people are still living in abject poverty. Millions. And millions have been forced to leave the country either as economic and or political refugees. Zimbabwe is a failed state. There's no doubt, there's no denying it. But we cannot deny that in the last 46 years, we have not had the opportunity to end this anarchy of dictatorship. We did. That is the point. And the best chance the nation had was during the GNU, Government of National Unity of 2008 to 2013. Nelson Chamisa and his MDC friends were given the responsibility to implement the democratic reforms. They failed to implement even one token reform. And hence the reason why we are in this mess. I think it's laughable that having sold out on the opportunity to implement reforms and bring about meaningful change, Chamisa should announce that he is back on the dancing floor. If the truth be told, my friend, guilty feet have no rhythm. You sold out during the last 26 years. You are not going to bring about any meaningful change. And the nation, the people, have begun to question that. Chamisa and his MDC friends' power base has been based on ignorance and blind loyalty. But there is a limit how much you can get away with ignorance, relying on ignorance and blind loyalty. The people of Zimbabwe begin to question some of the things that has happened in Zimbabwe. Chamisa has announced his comeback, but admittedly, he has found that getting people to believe in him as readily as they'd done before was not going to be that easy. The past has come back. His history of selling out, of lying to the people, have come back to haunt him. Videos like him lying have been played again and again each time he has tried to relaunch his comeback. Videos like this one.
Ende patakasangana na Trump akatibvunza navakomana mari yamuri kuda kuti nyika ifambe imari.
Serious questions were raised about your behaviour in Washington, D.C. You did see some senior people on Capitol Hill, some Congress people, but you also claimed that you'd seen Donald Trump. You claimed you had a conversation with him in which you said he asked you how much you needed to move the country forward. You told him $15 billion, and he said to you that he would provide the money if you won the election. That was not true, was it?
Sangana na Trump akatibvunza navakomana mari yamuri kuda kuti nyika ifambe imari.
It was not true that you'd seen Donald Trump and that Donald Trump indicated to you that he would provide, if you won the election, $15 billion.
All those statements were said by other people, not what I said.
Akasangana na Trump akatibvunza navakomana mari yamuri kuda kuti nyika ifambe imari.
Well, no, because there is a video which shows you at a rally in January back home in Zimbabwe saying that Donald Trump had pretty much promised you $15 billion. To be clear, because some people in Zimbabwe are still confused, you're now telling me you did not meet Donald Trump.
We did not.
Well, those are some of the historic realities that keep coming back. Chamisa is a liar. He lied. And this was not the only crime he committed. He sold out during the GNU. They had the golden opportunity to implement the democratic reforms. They failed to implement even one token reform because Mugabe bribed them with the trappings of high office. And the rest, as they say, is history. Many people believe that it was just the tokens of high office, the E-class Mercedes-Benz, general salaries, etc., etc. But information is beginning to come out now, giving credence to the assertion by ZANU-PF cronies at the time when they were asked, why are MDC failing to implement the reforms? And they said that MDC leaders had learned not to rock the boat. And some of the benefits they got were farms, cash from the Reserve Bank itself, and many, many other assets, which I'm sure will come out in time. Why MDC leaders, CCC, have failed to implement even one token reform is because they sold out.
Bhazi rikafira musango, munhu asina kwaari kuenda mubhazi mumu anofara kuti ndo patopumba pake nditori nevamwe vangu pana. Munhu anorwadziwa nekurara musango munhu ane kumba.
Taibadana kumba kwangu.
But amana kumba kugombeza rangu reria. Mana so. But munhu asina imba atete kurara musango. So opposition ino make sure kuti vanhu vaya vawane minda. But may he so rest in peace vatsvangirai. Prazi ravo vanga vainaro. Chamisa anaro.
Anaro Chamisa. Ane family.
Kana azoramba. Ndoenda newe.
Riri kupi?
Ane farm.
Ribi.
I know madresse munhu anetsa kuti focha, but anaro. Chakudza off camera.
Okay.
Ane mine.
Ane mine?
Ane makaseo.
Yeah?
Yes. Biti. Ane prazi. Hauna kumboona here picture ya Biti achitenga mombe kuna Temba Mliswa. Zikuisa kuprazi. One of the biggest beef producers in the Matabeleland region, the Washman Ngwe.
Okay.
Yes, ane prazi. Anautenga beneficiary by land reform. But what they did is to discourage their people from acquiring my farms. Because why is out munhu akaona something chapiwa nehurumende achapikisa.
Are you for real, Mr. Kanshai?
Nomubvunza Washman Ngwe kuti haasi kuita beef here, producer beef here paprasi. Tonyenda netsana upo chingono gore rere. Handiti kuti stand ya upo chingono standard ine painogumira. But vakatotaura nehurumende nemasabhuku ikaextendwa because aita god.
This is the tragic reality of Zimbabwe politics. We had the opportunity to end the ZANU-PF dictatorship, and the MDC CCC leaders sold out. Some people still want to hang on in the belief that, yes, maybe they can still deliver meaningful change. They sold out. They are never going to implement any meaningful reforms. Ever since the GNU debacle, Nelson Chamisa and company have participated in flawed elections to give ZANU-PF victory and legitimacy. Chamisa and company are ZANU-PF Team B in all but name. Chamisa may be back on the dance floor. Trust me. He is not going to make any traction insofar as advancing the people's struggle to end this oppressive dictatorship. Guilty feet have no rhythm. George Michael was right when he said that. Think about it. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.